Leslie is telling what shots to use, you're going to want a medium wide. I know that term doesn't exist. It's kind of an amalgamation of different terms, but I think we could get kind of be inventive on this movie, maybe blow some minds. So we'll get to some more. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Trust me, we'll leave it. I wouldn't want to. Plus, I want to know what's it in. So I was back home, Atlanta, home for the Thanksgiving holidays, and that's my big family get-together. We're not very religious, and that's the thing where we all come together for a few days and have Thanksgiving. Well, that was a waste of the last 30 seconds. What I had already said. Okay. Shit, I'm sorry. Thanksgiving is an American holiday. And Canadian. But that's what they say, Canadian Thanksgiving. You ever talk to Canadian friends? They're like, yeah, we had Canadian Thanksgiving. We don't say, we had American Thanksgiving. That's because we started it. But anyway, there's always some drama, some revelations, and I learned this last trip something really shocking about my mom. And I found out, shortly after our big dinner, I found out that my mom, and we had this heated discussion, and I learned that my mom can't take a punch. So Easter's coming up, right? I live in Brooklyn now, and New York. Sorry, no, Brooklyn, New York. Sorry. And we have there's a lot more space. I used to live in Manhattan, and there's a lot more park space. And what I decided to do is to have an Easter egg hunt for some of the neighborhood kids. There's tons of kids where I live, and so I color the eggs and I lay them all out in the park, and I offer $20 bill to the kid who gets the most eggs, and that's kids fucking love money, and but I don't hard boil them. That's what makes it fun for me. Otherwise, it would be really boring to me. It would be pointless. But so these kids, it is the most precious thing. They're like, because they don't understand yet. They don't get this the tensile, the physics yet. They constantly are breaking. They don't get any of them. They break them. They're covered in fucking raw eggs, crying, and they cry. And they try to wipe their tears off. It is the funniest fucking thing. And then we weigh the kids. We weigh them before and then afterwards. Whoever has the most shitty raw egg on them gets the $20. So you can't say I'm not a horrible evil person. The kid made $20, and it's a contest. It's just fun. I recommend it. It's fun. So I'm not making light of this situation at all. I'm being very serious when I say that although the terrorist bombings at the 2012 London Olympics were awful and philosophical, it was terrible, yes, agreed, but let's find a silver lining in it. As horrific as I was, I think there's a pretty good shot that the 2016 American Paralympic team should be really pretty. a joke. That's a good, clever, that's a very clever too soon. So I just found out that AIDS was the epicenter, the beginning, ground zero, as it were, of AIDS was from a monkey. And I hope it's not the tall one who wears the knit cap. You know, 'cause he's my favorite. Too late? Too late? Came back around. I was in London where I was living for a while, and there was a guy walking down the street one day, and he had on what I think is probably the most inappropriate t-shirt ever created. I don't mean inappropriate like it was offensive or racy. I mean it was inappropriate because it's the most impractical t-shirt you could ever have. And big, kind of Frankie Goes to Hollywood shiny letters. He's walking down the street in London with a t-shirt that says, "I'm in Miami, bitch." No, you are not. I don't know why your t-shirt is swearing at me. That street t-shirt is never appropriate. Because either you are not in Miami, or you are in Miami, as am I, so I know that we're both in Miami, and I don't need your fucking t-shirt with an attitude to tell me I'm all right, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce your next act, who flew here all the way from. Yeah, of course. Why would you fly from Iowa City? You get one of those, just a helicopter that went up. Just so you can say that in your intro, like that's cool. If it was 1928. Oh, you flew. Wow. Okay. Anyway, she's one of my all-time favorites. She's here for you now. Iowa City. Please give a warm Iowa City welcome to Mary Lynn Rice.